Thank God it's Friday. I'm here in front of HEB, not to confuse with HIV. It's kind of muggy, the humidity is kind of high, and the temperature is above 80 degrees here in Pflugerville, outside of Austin, Texas. I hope everything is all right with you wherever you are in the world. I want to say hello to all my Southeast Asian friends and my friends from Canada, Europe, and the Middle East. I do have my vaccination card with me. Thank God for the laminating machine from Brian Redband. He's enabled me to successfully laminate my vaccination certificates, the copies, and keep them on me at all times, wherever I may be. And let's get to some of the exciting and interesting items of interest that happened on today's date in history on the 4th of June. That's right, it's June. Can you believe it? May is gone, June is here. I can't believe it. So let's start. You're probably wondering why I'm in front of these shopping carts today, and you'll know in just a second. In 1937, on today's date, the first shopping cart was introduced. That's right, the first shopping cart was introduced. Where would we be without the shopping cart? This particular store, HEB, has two different sizes of shopping cart, maybe for big families, families of 4, and maybe single or divorced individuals, maybe unmarried individuals, single people, if you will, only need a smaller basket. The larger baskets, the family size baskets, they even come with tie downs or safety straps for infants. I remember as an infant sitting in this infant seat, and you put your legs through the holes here, and you can look at your mom, your dad, your stepmom or stepdad, your uncle, granddad, or grandma as they push the cart. So it's a very warm feeling to know you can always see them. They'll always be in your line of sight. This one over here has a particular basket for things like eggs that you may not want to damage. An egg basket, and very large, very nice. This one also has a cup holder. Look at this, a cup holder if you want to increase your calorie intake while you shop for food that's going to increase your calorie intake. Very nice feature. Some stores or some retail outlets come with big poles, so you can't take it out of the store. It'll hit the top of the ceiling, and it will make it unavailable for leaving the particular retail store. Target, for instance, has locking wheels. Locking wheels at the bottom. When you leave the perimeter of the parking lot, the wheels will lock up. I've seen too many people try to get out of there, and it locks up, and sometimes that can cause a foot injury, a back injury, even a neck, a whiplashing injury as they try to egress outside the perimeter of a given parking lot with a shopping cart. So just unbelievable shopping carts. Shopping carts are the preferred method of transportation for the homeless people. They can fit their belongings, they're mobile, like a vehicle or a car. They do have 4 wheels, easy to get around, easy to store things. Unlike a vehicle or a car, you don't need a registration, a license to drive it or push it. You don't need insurance. You don't need to check the oil, check the tires. It's good to go, and it's the preferred method of the homeless person, man or woman or family. If you're homeless and you have a small pet, you can use the egg area for your pet, if it's small enough, of course, as well as the single version over here. So where would we be without the shopping cart? Happy birthday, 1937, to the shopping cart. just amazing, amazing invention, if I will say so myself. To fill a shopping cart of this size, it will cost you hundreds of dollars in food, hundreds of dollars. Whenever I see people with a big shopping cart full of food, I say, wow, they must have a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I mean, if you just buy a few items, it's over $20. So, and of course, for the single person, they may not need that much food. The first shopping cart was introduced at Humpty Dumpty grocery stores in Oklahoma City. The Humpty Dumpty grocery store chain in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So our hats are off. In 1984, Bruce Springsteen introduced his major accomplishment, Born to Run. A lot of people are upset that knew Bruce Springsteen before he hit the big time and resent some of the later followers of Bruce Springsteen when he became famous. My brother Bruce does not like Bruce Springsteen. He says he just yells. He just yells into the microphone and yells. His ex-wife is a big Bruce Springsteen fan, so maybe that's why maybe he doesn't like Bruce Springsteen. Born to Run. Get it? Listen to it. It's wonderful. And happy birthday to Angela Jolie. Angela Jolie is 46 years old today. 46. She's no spring chicken. She's the one, the Hollywood actress who adopted about 47 kids. And they were on an airplane coming from God knows where, a private jet. And her husband at the time, Brad Pitt, had to discipline the children. They probably were going crazy in the airplane. And she took offense to the discipline that he administered and filed divorce and called him an abuser, a child abuser. And it got crazy, it got nuts, it got out of control. I remember my father taking a strap to me right here on the calf, right here. Strap, strap, strap. You know, how many times is he going to tell us to go to sleep before he has to take that strap off? And my mother would say, no, Joe, no, Joe. But, you know, your children have to be disciplined, I believe. So I don't know. Everybody feels differently about that, especially today. So, to recap, today in 1937, the shopping cart. The shopping cart. The shopping cart. And happy birthday to Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. And happy birthday to Jolie, Jolou, whatever her name is. What do you say? How do you say her name? Angela Jolie. So have a good weekend, and don't forget to put your shopping cart away. Put your shopping cart away. Put it away. Put it away. Put that shopping cart away, will ya?